guys, I just wanted to hop on really quickly and just talk to you about something that stood out to me last week when I was watching a sermon online. I was watching a playback. I go on YouTube all the time and watch replays of live sermons. I advise you do that because you never know like what word is for you and what will stick out. And so Joel Tudman was speaking, and I've never heard him speak before. And he was talking about Jethro and Moses and standing the strain, and then he started talking about businesses and elevator pitches and stuff like that. And it literally stuck out to me so much. Like, what if there was a 60-second elevator pitch for God? He was talking about just being prepared in general, but like that's all I could think about after he said that. Like, we're in such a fast-paced society right now that people close deals, big money deals, in 60 seconds. When someone asks you where you work, you know the mission of your company, you know the vision of your company, you know your job title, you know what you do, and you can explain that within a minute or two at the most. Like, you can really just sum up your job, and someone can say, oh, that's a cool job, or oh, you know, I don't think I could do that job, or oh, you're a business owner and this is what you're working on, this is a project you're working on, let me fund you, let me give you grant money, let me sign a deal, let me jump into this with you. And so I just thought it would be really cool if we could save a soul in 60 seconds. Now, I know my video is longer than 2 minutes. I'm not here to give you my 60-second elevator pitch for God, but I'm here to ask you, do you have, if you met a stranger, could you tell them why you believe in God, why you believe in Jesus in 60 seconds or less? And could you plant a seed in 60 seconds that could then grow and allow them to be like, hey, let me come to your church, or hey, can I do a Bible study with you? Or hey, can you tell me some more about that? Like, can you sit down with me? Maybe not right now, but like tomorrow or another date. Like, what if we, I know I keep saying it, but we have elevator pitches for almost everything else in our life, for why we want more children, for why we need a bigger house, for why our job needs $100,000 more in funding money, for why this, for why that, for why that. But do you have your why for God, for what you believe? Or are you just believing because that's what your parents told you to do and that's what your friends do? Why do you believe? What is it that God has done for you? And what is your mission for God? We all know what our company is planning to do over the next year, 5 years, and 10 years. We know what our company wants us to focus on fixing this month. I used to work for a bigger company. I'm not going to say the name, but we would have monthly, they would let you know how you did each month. And if you did good, you would get a bonus based on your metrics, and they would also have quarterly meetings and all, like, annual reviews. So we have all these things. We know what our target should be for our job, but do you know what your target is supposed to be for God, for the kingdom? Do you know what you're supposed to be doing this month, focusing on this month? Like, yes, you have the big picture, but this month I need you to focus on this. Do you know what God is telling you to focus on for this month? And if so, are you working towards that? Are you meeting your metrics for God? So that was in my head, and I just wanted to share. And then another thing I wanted to say is just to remember, like, when you do have your opportunity to give your elevator pitch for God, remember that before you open your mouth, someone is going to know enough about you on whether you believe what you're saying or not. You can't just repeat what someone else said, and you can't just say it just because. They're going to look at what language you use. They're going to look at your social media. They're going to look at how you dress. They're going to look at if you passed the poor man on the street, or if you stopped and was like, hey, let me buy you some food. Do you have a place to stay tonight? They're going to look at what you've done before you open your mouth. They're going to look at your behavior, and they're going to say, I think that this person really believes, or I think this person is just doing this for show. I don't know why this person is doing this. So check your behavior. Before you open your mouth, check your daily behaviors. Am I truly serving God? Am I serving him because I want to be known? Or am I serving him because I truly believe in the kingdom and I truly believe that God deserves the glory? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Check yourself, and also figure out what your elevator pitch is. Figure out why you personally serve God, not why Christianity tells you to serve him, not why your mother told you, not why your best friend says you should come to church. Figure out what your relationship with God means to you, what the words in the Bible mean to you, and then meditate on it and and speak on it, and do it quickly enough that I don't know if I froze or not, but make sure it's quick enough that you can actually, save a soul in 60 seconds. I think if you could save a soul in 60 seconds, just one person, if you could change that, like, let's make this a goal. Let's try to change one person's belief in 60 seconds. Bring them to God in 60 seconds. Now, that is a goal if I've ever had one. Jesus will do the work. All you have to do is share the way, share the word, share what he's done for you, and Jesus will do the rest. But share. 60 seconds or less. Share it. That's all I got for you. I rambled on more than I wanted to, but I felt like this was cool. I felt like this was important, especially, like I said, in a society where we pitch rappers whole lot, like we talk about everything else and what other people are doing and what other people want out of us all the time, but we don't speak enough about what God wants and what God's doing and what God's vision is. And so just sit in that and allow it to become your vision and your mission and your will and your desires, and then share it. And that's all I got, and I hope you have a good day.